Hello, everyone. This is Yonan logging in. Now, as most of you know, sorry, it's rather hot here. Um, I'm banned from being live, so I am live on YouTube. My link is up at the top of my bio, so if you want to join, by all means, I look forward to seeing you. Take care. This is Yonan logging off. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. All of that is done. Post that. Yeah, it's actually going pretty well. How are you? How is your day going so far? And thank you, because I just got done posting a notice about it. It is actually surprisingly going quite well. Oh, well, I hope you have a great time at the beach, honestly. I mean, after everything else, who doesn't need some time at the beach? First vacation in years. Remember, Matt, and this is important, that you take the time to turn off your cell phone so that, and make sure they know they can't reach you. You are completely incommunicado. Otherwise, you could be called back into work. That's something you don't want. God knows you guys don't get enough of a break as it is. Oh, and Matt, did you check out any of my earlier videos today? Gotta figure out how to do something about the glare. You got it. Yeah, they really do. Um, I've already had a few people argue with me on it. They don't like being called out. So I did my normal, which is block them. I'm done with being called names, being told I'm going to bring down, our government and destroy my marriage to Toby. It's like, ugh, I'm just done, you know. I've been talking about all of these subjects for so long that now that they're finally cluing in, I'm just tired. Yeah, they do. Also, get this. I'm the first one that came up with Blue MAGA. Found that out. It's been rather interesting. The bigger content creators only started using it because I'm friends with them, and it was so spot on that they asked my permission to. So apparently, I was the first one that at least mentioned it or posted about it. No, I don't. I don't need credit. I'm just good at what I do. By the way, as I found out, one, I'm autistic. I'm on the spectrum. But it makes for apparently being autistic, at least at my level, you have pattern recognition. Most of the time, you can see things months in advance, and people like me get frustrated because it will take months for people to start talking about it. And by that time, you're like, I was already letting you know, so we don't feel listened to. But my grandparents noticed it. And so they taught me pattern recognition within Wall Street, business as a whole, but most especially politics. And I'm very glad that they helped me build on a skill I apparently already had. Right now it's just Matt. Nope. Seahawk Dragon. Xavier just showed up. Hey Xavier, Toby says hi. Kamala is the only choice this late in the game. Literally, she's got the name recognition and everything. She's the only one. Sis says hi. Um, X or Xavier, Toby was so happy when he found out that you were here because I haven't gotten to hang out with you in so many years. I've been so busy with other things that to be able to hang out with my kid sister here, that's perfect. Yeah, Matt, I feel the exact same way. But it seems like we've got another proud, entitled white man. And I really don't like those. So, Xavier, you were home all day, and did you get anything from the gaming store that you were at yesterday? Yeah, it's it's not the Angry Orchard you find in boxes. They're maybe 6%. I get the much bigger glasses and they're 12%. And yeah, I won't drink anything else. It's sort of like my whiskey and other alcohol. I I can't just drink anything. Issues there. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. Um it was one of those things where I started getting in pain. I ignored it from like 4 o'clock on, and it's not as hot today. I mean, like right now, it is 95 degrees instead of the hundreds that we had yesterday. But today, yeah, I'm in a bit more pain. So this is my second one out of the four. I had one yesterday, and this is my second one, and then I'm saving the third for, tomorrow, or the fourth for tomorrow. Oh, and Xavier, um, what video games are you playing these days? I've been kind of curious. Nothing. I just wanted to open up the curtains here so I had some backlight. A few people get surprised at how much light I still have. All right. Oh, okay. See, I get asked about Mass Effect. What is the other one, Matt, that they like to ask me? Oh, Fortnite. Things like that. But I've never been much for those games. Mario Brothers, I can do. Um, Games like Command and Conquer, Red Alert, things of that nature, even Star Trek Fleet Command Online. But first person shooter games, like Call of Duty and such, I've just never had an interest in. Yeah, you guys, and besides, sis, we didn't even have an Xbox 360 until my father-in-law passed away. Toby found out that he had one, and so we inherited it. But before that, it was all PS2's game GameCube. PS1, PS2, NES, Super NES, Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo 64, Nintendo Wii U, Nintendo Wii, Nintendo Switch. You asked. Okay, basically everything but the Xbox 360. Okay, because Toby's gaming platforms go all the way back to Nintendo. You know, NES, and he still has the original monochromatic screen Game Boys. And so yeah, we have PS2, PS3, all of it, GameCube, but we aren't first person shooter game people. Actually, your vote. Oh, Xbox. Okay, got it. Oh God, Twisted Metal. Um, God, I'm about to date myself. Um, we remember the first, very first, uh, like what was it? There was Pole Position. There were a lot of early '80s driving games, and so I loved the car games from back then. But yeah, it was a matter of what was available for us back in the '80s. And remember, we had 4 and 8-bit graphics back then. Yes, as Toby put, in other words, we had an Atari. You know, I feel so old whenever I say that. Let's see. What was the other one? There was another one I remember. Hold on. It's gonna bug me, so now I have to look it up. One of the gaming, uh, the big arcade game racing games back in the day. And no, sis, you do not get to laugh at me and how old I am. Okay, let's see. Huh. All right. I'm gonna have to open that. Okay, those are that. Yeah, pole position. Now it's gonna drive me nuts until I can figure it out. Hold on. Okay. I think it was Road Blasters was the one I liked the most. I just remember it because one, it was at the corner store. Um, for me, the other one was it had like a James Bond theme music. Pole position. At some point, I need to figure out how to move that. Okay, pole position, bruh, please. All I can see is tell me this is a game. Yes, it was both a game, one of the big, huge stand up, arcade games, and because of the game, they created a 80s cartoon around it. Let's see, sprint, pole position, outrun. I swear, we're gonna drive my sis nuts if I go down the rabbit hole of 80s gaming. But hey, at least I'm better than my dad who grew up with Pong, of all things. Oh, Xavier, Toby wants to know if you have your own computer. Yes, she does. Do you have a gaming controller for it? I think so, because she's playing like Call of Duty or one of those. Oh, Mass Effect, Legendary, and yeah, Call of Duty. Do you have gaming controllers for it? They're dedicated gaming controllers. Let's see. That was probably it. No, Road Blasters. Thank you. Road Blaster. Um yeah, she has a PS5. Okay. Yeah, she has a Xbox One, PS4, PS5. She did say she has an actual computer, but come on, living with dad and Bina like she wouldn't have a dedicated computer. Okay, if you no, it's a laptop. Okay, got it. If you ever want and you get bored with all of the top stuff, Toby can send you over 6,000, video games. 666 games. And don't even get into 666 with us. Yeah, it must have been Road Blaster. Yep, looks like the right graphics. Yes, it was Road Blaster. Now also, sis, just so I know, um, are you on dad's network or do you have the laptop that can access beyond it? Dad's PC decided it was off. All right, so far no one else has shown up, Matt, but we'll see you when we see you. God. The only reason why I ask is I'm pretty sure there are some things that you could look up that dad would have a problem with. Laptop leg uh limbo. Okay. If you ever have a need, Xavier, you can always contact us and we can see what we can get for you if you need something. All right, there's that. Y'all can't jump. Uh-huh. All right. Yay. Yeah, I'm sure you can just let us know. And especially when it comes to computer stuff or gaming stuff, let us know and we will see what we can do. I mean, you're my kid, sis. Of course, we're going to kind of spoil you since we got you. What was it? I think we got her first like tablet game or tablet ages and ages back. Yeah. By the way, just in case you're wondering, I'm both on here with you, and because I got banned from doing lives on TikTok because, well, hate speech and hateful behaviors. One thing, sis, stay off of TikTok. You can be mass reported for the dumbest stuff. Um, I keep keeping an eye on TikTok and then showing up here. So if you see me do this, it's because I'm using my tablet. Noted. And I noticed. Yeah, the interesting thing, sis, is that TikTok, I will say, has better graphics when it comes to doing a live, but they also have trolls that show up, people that try to disrupt. Here, you don't get that on YouTube, but the graphics are very, very, very different. So it's like I have to download a special set of filters to even start to look as good as I do on TikTok here. By the way, sis, you did say um you are on TikTok, but you're not super social. So my question is have you gone to my page to check out some of my videos? Okay, good. There is a particular video that I posted today that I think you'll enjoy and probably your mom. You see, when I graduated from seminary, my best friend, Lady Adane, who dad knows about, made me a beautiful tapestry. Took her 4 years to do, but I think you would really enjoy seeing it, and I know your mom would. But she used burlap, sack, weave, and I think part of what took her 4 years was she also dyed her own colors when she created it. Yeah. Now, I will be honest, a lot of what I cover is politics or what I see as common sense politics. But if you take a look, you'll see that I always do funny animal videos first thing in the morning. I want people to smile, even if the subjects I cover as a priest and as a person aren't always the best. I want people to smile and enjoy themselves. Also, and you can tell dad this, is there is a pinned video. Actually, there's two. One of which I think I'm wearing a Hawaiian print shirt, and you can see all of Toby's, or at least the majority of Toby's, Lego Harry Potter collection. The other one doesn't have me in it, but it is my younger brother's 3,500 piece toy collection that is Star Wars, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Voltron. I mean, it's a Ghostbusters, all this stuff. Tell that to dad sometime and then have him come see the video. Trust me, it will bring back memories to the old man. Oh, God. Someone tried to dox my favorite lesbian. No, she's my favorite trans woman. My favorite lesbian is that really tall, gorgeous looking blonde, not the new version of Elvira. Yeah, you will really enjoy it. I know you will. I just, I try to keep certain parts of my life separate, but yeah, yes. One of our brothers does. His name is Aaron, and that vault is the collection that I took a video of. And yeah, He had to. The very first toy I ever bought him, he used to help finance his first house. I bought it for him when he was 12. It is now a 3,500 piece collection, and he's finally been able to put it all out on display. So, yeah, it's worth so much money. Uh, his wife has actually bitched about the insurance cost of maintaining that collection. Okay. All right, let's do that. Dee. Well, I'm trying to make sure that everybody knows where I am. It's showing them live. Yeah, don't worry about it. If you can't remember, go see the video. You will really enjoy it. And he finally got to bring it out of the vault. And so he has it in his home. And he wanted to make a video of it, but apparently YouTube wouldn't do more than 10 minutes. And so I did a video of it for him. But yeah, Dad will really enjoy seeing that. Oh, let's see. Hello, everyone. This is Hyonin logging in. As I said earlier, I am live on YouTube. The link is in my bio, and everyone is welcome to join me there. Um, I'm gonna be there till like next week. I think it's the 14th when I finally get my live privileges back here. So we'll see. But yeah, I will be live at 6 p.m. every night. So hit me up and find me here. Take care. This is Hyonin logging off. That will take care of that. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask. Yeah, he actually did have to keep part of his collection, as I said, in a vault. Okay. Here's your center. By the way, have you sent me a follow request yet? Because if you're on TikTok, you haven't hit me up yet. It's simply Hyonan, Heannan. Okay, YouTube. Okay, good. Hold on. There's that. What is your name there? Century Game. Got it. I've had to be very, very careful about, you know, who I follow just because of the fact that, well, I get a lot of hate for being gay. Let's see. Let's see. Century Game. Is Century Game. No. Here is Hyonan DWB, and it's under Stephen Barton. I am not about to, let's just say I don't use my actual name in TikTok that I do here. Now, I don't know if Dad's ever told you, but my full name is Shannon, Shannan, and yeah, it's pronounced as Hyonan. Oh, you meant you silly goose. I am so blonde. Well, I'm bald now. Shut up. Oh, God. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Seahawk Dragon. I want to make sure that I am following my sister. There's this. Yeah, I don't. Oh, there you are, sis. I found you. That's okay, sis. Trust me, I understand. I am far better at speaking than I am at typing. It's, I think it's the autistic in both of us. I've seen a lot of autistic people that can speak better than they can type. And because of the fact that, how do I put this? I would be on this paragraph or sentence, and my mind is already the next paragraph down. Yep, I found her. Darkness Wolf? Okay. Yeah. Well, not just that. TikTok's my thing. I mean, if you show up, yeah, you know, my group has what they call wild Toby sightings because of the fact that TikTok's my thing. My lives are my thing. If you ever see Toby, he's usually just walking by. Yep. Speaking of which, yeah, okay. Toby says it's Darkness Wolf on TikTok, but he hardly ever uses it. Uh, right now, my biggest problem is, you see, Toby can see all my purchases online. So trying to do something to surprise him is really, really hard because I'll go to use my card and, well, he knows everything. Hey, Talem, how are you? If you've ever seen those like 3D printer dragons, I so want to get him one, but I can't because he'll see the purchase before I can actually get it. Oh, okay. Well, I do see you, sis. So, you know, all that matters is even if you keep them unlisted, we are friends. Though I don't know how to make you a mutual, but we are friends. And Talem, it's good to see you. Sorry, I'm talking to my kid sister who tracked me down on YouTube. I'll be right back, sis. Yeah, this is one of those things that they wanted to buy you, but if I did the purchase, you would see it ahead of time. So I wanted to get it for you. Well, yeah. But it's a beautiful, fully articulated dragon, and I knew you would love that. So far, I made two gamer. What's up, gamer? Got it. Anyway, Talem is one of the people I have from my original crew at TikTok. Bright, happy, cheerful, sis. By the way, if you ever want to really tick dad off or just drive him nuts, walk in some morning before he's had coffee and just say, bright, happy, cheerful. Of course, I'm going to tell her all my best tricks. Okay, sis, for some reason it's not letting me send it to you. I was sending you a message, but it's not letting me. Oh well, I'm not gonna worry about it at the moment. Alright, so I let everybody know where to find me. So what else have you been up to, sis? I mean, come on, boyfriend, do you have a car yet? Okay, got it. Alright, well, and don't worry, sis, not everybody's comfortable with YouTube. However, at least we can hang out with you. Here, if nothing else. You can't drive, still doing Special Olympics. You know what? Even if I don't respond, I do get every text, so I do see all of your accomplishments, and you really are amazing when it comes to Special Olympics. Oh, you start growing succulents. That's really cool since if I remember correctly, you have plenty of area to grow, right? Because I know dad has his own space, but it comes with a pretty substantial yard. She's growing succulents. Oh, the hens and the chickens. Hmm. Okay. But the question is do you have any cocks to go with the chickens? Or the hens, anyway? God, am I getting so much trouble if Dad or Bina just heard that? She just went, Bro! Exclamation point. I don't know if you know this, but all roosters, their actual name is they're referred to as cocks. Just like felines can all be referred to as pussy. It's really weird what we see as bad words and such and sexual innuendo, but it's been that way forever, so don't blame me. What? Dad taught me my sense of humor. It's not my fault if I teach it to my sibling. Whoa. Toby's like looking at me. Uh, Also, Xavier, at any time that your mom and our dad are in the room, at least let me know ahead of time. Last thing I need is to pop off on a comment while they're in the room. They'd never let me talk to you again. What's wrong? Oh, they are. Okay. And what is your mom up to these days? I know dad's probably still working for that offshoot of Boeing, but what is your mom doing? Okay, good. Oh, God. You don't know nowadays or you don't care nowadays? I mean, there is a difference, sis. You know, one of these days I'm gonna learn how to fix the glare from the lamp. Mm. And the glare from the top of my head. Oh, coworkers messing with her schedule. Got it. Sorry, I'm not dad, but I don't know how dad survived living in the San Fernando Valley as long as he did. Okay, got an interesting question for you, sis. I don't know if you can do this from your tablet. You're probably or laptop. You're probably a bit more tech savvy than I am. But can you take a minute to log into your TikTok account and take a look at the tapestry video? Because I'd really like to know what you think about it. And while you're doing that, I'm going to go smoke. Oh, cool. DB, you're here. Sorry, I was out smoking. Took a quick smoke break. But it's just you and my sister at the moment. I'm having fun talking with her. Yeah, Talon was here for like a hot minute. Ugh. I haven't heard from Star, but I'm not likely to because of the fact that I have her banned. So I haven't heard anything from her. And to be honest, I'm not sure I want to. Sorry, I'm grabbing my tablet cord. Oh, okay. Here's what's going on. Okay, I had to ban her because she was telling me that a lot of the mods had left because I was getting too political. Like Austin, Jeff, Hutzman. And so when I touched base with them, like I already knew, they were busy in real life. I mean, Jeff is entertaining his kids, his grandkids every weekend. Ram is busy. The only person that I couldn't find is Thunder because he completely shut down his account. Come to find out that, well, Star had been telling different mods different things, and the night that the night I got drunk so I could tell you guys about demons and such, um, she went around telling everybody that, well, the lives aren't the same without Toby here. And so, yeah, the only person I can't find is Thunder because of the fact that Thunder apparently deleted his own account. He shut it all down. But everybody else, yeah, they're doing fine. But they all told me that it's because of Star. So I just went, okay, I've had enough. And I talked to Toby about it. And Toby and I both came up with the thing of I'm just going to ban her and be done with it. And the other thing I don't want to seem like I'm not trusting DB, but it's going to be interesting if when I get my live privileges back, if I suddenly stop getting mass reported. I don't think she had anything to do with it, but I'm also at the same time not putting it past her. Honestly, I don't think you will, DB. Um, in the world of not psychology, yeah, psychology, there is an actual term called almost found out. What this term means is that when someone feels like they've almost been found out in manipulations, they will either go completely silent or try to throw up other drama. So you're too busy with that to look at them. Now, Star privated her account right after that. And I'm supposed to be a mutual, but she privated her account and I couldn't see anything on it. And she stopped responding to my DMs right after she told me that on a live. and I haven't heard from her since. And I'm like, I tried to contact her to say, hey, this is what I'm being told what's going on, and to get some clarification, and she wouldn't respond. So, you know me, I don't do drama. And yes, I'm very trusting, but I don't do drama. And I also don't give second chances. And she knew it. Yeah, I did let the other mods know that she's banned. I'm not talking with her. I let them know when they were here on YouTube. I've also sent out some emails or direct messages just to find out. Can't find it at the moment? Okay. It was the last video I made, sis, so if you can't find it, you can't find it. But yeah, I'm under Heanan. Heannan. But yeah, one of my mods from TikTok DB is here. If I can figure out how I'll post it here on my TikTok as well. Wow, I'm almost up to 8,000 followers. I'm at 7,922. You know, that is a major difference here on YouTube, is that we don't have to play whack-a-troll. I mean, I'll look forward to being on TikTok again, but I won't look forward to the trolls again. And I have to pay money to link up my YouTube live with my TikTok live. Okay, whatever. Alright. Profile. Yeah. Huh, that's odd. Only 8 people have seen the tapestry profile. That's rather odd. Alright, let's see. If I turn this to friends only for a few minutes, and then I put it at the other setting, should work. Oh, that's right. Even though I do, yeah, you can just scroll random, whereas on YouTube, you know, um, YouTube, you have to know exactly what room you're looking for, or at least what account you're looking for. But let's be honest, we also miss pulling the whack-a-troll. And you guys, my mods, are really good at it. Now, Matt was already here. Haven't had anyone else show up yet, so it's just you and my sister. I shouldn't say just, I mean, I love my sister, unlike some of my family. And hey, sis, TikTok has been weird. It's tried to keep my videos from being seen, but I switched things up, so you should see it now. Oh dear God. As soon as I know, I will let you know. Yeah, I just switched it. See, here's the thing, sis. If you have a video that, you know, my tapestry video has 8 views, which, as DB can tell you, is really small. What I've had to do is I have to change it to friends only, and I did so and then let it sit for a few minutes, and then I switched it back to everybody, and this way it gets put on the FYP and everybody can see it. Ooh, Biden's having a DB. Let me know if you know when that press conference is going on, because I would really love to know if it's him saying that he's bowing out for Camilla. He's having a large press conference tomorrow. And yeah, it would be nice if he just. The man is 81 years old. I mean, honestly, that's older than my dad. My dad is ancient. And no, Xavier, you can never tell him I said that. Okay, good. Seahawks sent a sticker. All right. Yeah, I don't know why, sis. It wouldn't let me say that. Let's see. God, TikTok just loves to mess up. Just like his truck. Does he still have that black Toyota? And does he still have his motorcycle? Tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, DB. Yeah. There. All right. Sis, I got your little sticker thing, but I'm trying to reply and it won't let me. I swear, TikTok is so messing up right now. I'm gonna shut that all down, turn this completely off, power off, and then I'll reset it. We'll see how it goes, sis. It's Biden. Biden is hopefully dropping out tomorrow. And by the way, don't know if you guys saw the other political videos, but people like, and shut up, I swear to God, there is actually a person who has 500,000 viewers or followers by the name of Mike Hawk. And be nice, guys, my sister's here. But he has Blue MAGA attacking him. He's been a lawyer for the last 25 years and lifelong Democrat, but it seems like just questioning about Biden, oh my God, he's been getting hit with the same type of hate that I have. Oh no, Matt, he needs to drop out and let Kamala run. I am sorry, but between his die-hard dedication to Israel, his having no problem with students having police officers show up in tactical gear, okay? And sending billions overseas, I'm sorry. He is too politically compromised. He needs to step down. I know, Matt. Biden's family knows, which is even worse because his wife is a doctor. She should know better. Hunter really doesn't care, but I'll tell you who does. Anthony Blinken, who was born in Israel, who is our Secretary of State, and Kirby and the other guy. You know, the people we see on TV a lot, all of them are ops. So and are beholden to Israel. I think they are the ones that are helping keep him in office. Because if he drops out and resigns, then Kamala gets to pick her own team, and it will not include those people. Let's see. Biden has to choose between his coworkers and family. Yeah, he really does. Oh my God. DB, you would take me for president over, Biden. I will say that Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert, yeah, I could see that. Even though I think one of them, isn't it Stephen Colbert, who's a very staunch Zionist and Islamophobe? Matt, they don't want her anywhere near the ticket. Here's the thing, Matt. One, Jill Stein is not funded by AIPAC. She doesn't like AIPAC or Israel. She is pro Palestinian. Two, Trump has already agreed to debate with her. It is the Biden campaign that filed the injunction. I think it was like the day before the debate to keep her off that stage, and they are fighting tooth and nail to not have to debate her, not have her covered in the news, because, well, like I said, she's anti-AIPAC. She is not anti-Israel. She just wants to tell them that they are on their own and all support has left. And she is so cognitively aware, smart, intelligent, that everybody would be able to see how deficient Biden, if not Trump, actually are if she was on the stage. Jon Stewart is Jewish, but he's not a Zionist. Both have called out Israel. Yeah. Um, I wasn't sure. I just thought that Stephen was really anti-Islam, but I could be wrong. You know me. I will double check and get back to you on that. Oh my God, she would so smoke them in a debate. She really would. She would be able to walk circles around them. But the Biden campaign saying that they don't want to debate her or JFK Jr. for that matter, and fought in court to keep her off that stage, that says a lot. It really does. Yeah, I know. She really would smoke them, I think. And I don't, Matt, This is why the Vote Blue, Blue MAGA have gone nuts. Because right now, as I said in my video, Gen Z is sick and freaking tired of both parties. And right now, both Republicans, though not as bad, but the Democrats see that they've lost the plot and that Gen Z is willing to vote en masse for a third party. And she has enough to get the Electoral College. By the way, sis, if you're still here, sorry, we veer into politics a lot. Okay. Okay, it's good to know, sis, because I hardly ever get to hang out with you. And politics, like religion, because, well, I am a Christian minister still. Politics and religion are a big deal for me. But I was raised to run a company that, well, unfortunately, I went the Christian minister route instead of business, but I still got taught how to see patterns politically, economically, whole nine. But I know it's not for everybody, so I'm very, very careful. I didn't want to alienate you. Mhm. It's all right. It's just the fact that Sea Dragon is my kid's sister. I haven't seen her in years, and I like her far more, and I mean far more than the rest of my family, who honestly cannot look past the fact. And I'm sorry, Seahawk, but they can't. They cannot look past the fact that when my mother died in a car accident, our father married a black woman. And so, yeah, they are very racist. And so I am very protective of my sister and want to make sure that she's not alienated. Even though she did get me, or at least dad, in trouble when I first met her again. Oh, I get to tell this story. Oh my God. All right. Mm, Our father works for not Boeing, but if you took a Boeing jet and sent it to the place that would make that Boeing unique for the company or the royal family, because, yeah, the first 747s, I think it was the first five, all went to the Japanese royal family. My dad worked and did those planes, but he works for the company that personalizes every single Boeing jet. It's just not a part of Boeing. Anyway, my sister, when she first met Toby and I, she went to school the next day. She told them that she had two brothers and they sleep together in the same bed. To which the very next day, my dad got called into the office, and so did my stepmom. And yeah, it was rather interesting. But, and what's even better, and I know this is great, Toby and I showed up out of the blue. We hadn't told my dad ahead of time that we were showing up. It was the first time. Usually, when we get a new vehicle, we go up to see them because I live in Lebanon. They live up in the northern part of Washington. So, yeah. Anyway, I showed up with Toby just to visit. And yes, you did that, X. Um, what we did not know is that at the time, the First Lady of the United States, Laura Bush, her plane, which is part of the SAM series Special Air Mission Jet 747s, was in my dad's hangar. Dad got called into security the very next day asking who were these people that showed up the night before without notice, and who were these people because he has the security clearances. They had no clue as to who I was, much less who my husband was. Oh, X, come on, sis. You were so excited that you had an older brother that actually acknowledged you because the rest of our family didn't, that you literally sat in between Toby and I. You wanted to hang out with us. I think, did we give her a Build-A-Bear then? Or was that later? Oh, yes. We went up and gave you the Build-A-Bear cat. And you absolutely love both of us. You wanted to be right in between us the whole time. But yeah, you went to school the next day and told everybody that you had two brothers who slept together. So yeah, dad and your mom had to show up to explain it. Oh my god. Hey, Bernard, you're here. Oh, I know she didn't mean it like that because kids are very, very innocent. But the teachers and the adults freaked out. So once my dad explained it, and my dad to this day loves the joke of, yeah, he has a son, the father. You know, he always makes, jokes about his oldest son being a father. But yeah, you did nothing wrong, X. I just absolutely loved it because I got the phone call the next day. I thought it was so precious. Oh dear God, Bernard, you're the governor is still missing in action, and I know that the vice governor of your state is not returning Biden's phone calls because he needs a certain set of documents to get FEMA there in order to take care of everything and to get your power back up and working. Your governor is in Asia and he has called the vice governor and he hasn't gotten a response. Now, Republican or Democrat, I don't care. The people should come first over political agendas. And no, Matt, I so can't blame my sister. Absolutely love the girl. Now, here's something she did. Oh my God. I get to have fun. I never got to do this, sis, with your other siblings, but I can do it now. Anyway, my sis at I think it was between 7 and 9 years old, one day decided she wasn't going to go to school. And my stepmom, well, her alarm didn't go off. So My sister, being the technical whiz she was or is, got into my dad's computer, went from my dad's computer through his security clearances into Boeing into certain areas she was not supposed to be in. He got pulled into the office under and literally, again, as Toby put it, literally got grilled for 6 hours as to why he was at work, his security clearance was accessed, and well, sis, there are certain parts of Boeing that are classified that you should never have been in. And so, yeah, it was it was hysterical to hear afterwards, but you got dad into so much trouble. They literally almost yanked all of his security clearances until they realized your age and then just chalked it up to your intelligence. Oh my god. Bernard is still dealing with like no air, no power, no air conditioning. He's
said it takes about a week or two for Central Texas electric companies to fix the whole thing. Part of that is because they never put the crews near the areas that would be hit. Oh no, they were
oh
all
god.
away.
Yeah.
Away.
So they didn't have the crews on staff in place.
Nope.
Uh
1,300.
Bernard is 74 and he's dealing with the heat. 180 or 108 heat wave index. Apparently, according to um Toby Bernard, is that Texas Central Electric, which is not part of the United States grid, okay, did not have anyone on staff of all of your people that work for that company. They weren't in place ready to go. Okay. So that is why you're suffering. And I am so, so sorry. I could not handle that. Yeah. Of course not, Xavier. One thing I have learned, okay, is when we are younger, we tend to easily forget memories. I mean, there is a story that I believe where I was holding my mom's hand and my dad's and our dad's hand and went, Mommy, Daddy, and had everybody thinking that my mom and dad had had a child. They hadn't. Then there were the people that thought that my grandparents, who had 10 kids, had had one last one. Yeah, it got really interesting, people. I have no memory unless you play music. I have no memory from like 14 and below. And even then, because of the abuse, I really don't remember much. But so, yeah. And my sister, oh man, thank God. My sister has been treated like an absolute princess. And I am so thankful for that. Anytime Toby and I can spoil her, we try. Oh, Bernard, you are very welcome. I am one of those people that, because of who I am, as you well know, I get worried about you guys, all of my crew. So I wanted to make sure that we were kept up to date. Toby keeps track of one set of news, I keep track of another. So, yeah, he's well aware. Thankfully, you're very well aware, love. Oh, and Xavier, check this out. Or sis. Sorry, I said your name. See this thing? It's a muffler. It's supposed to help me from sounding like I'm spitting when I say peas and, you know, I have no teeth. Get over it. I have a lisp. But the one thing I don't like is the fact that, well, it muffles my voice. So, I tend not to use it a whole lot, but I figured I'd let you know. Yeah, I know. I don't want to ever, and I do this on TikTok all the time. I don't ever want to endanger you, so I'm very careful about your privacy and security, especially around dad. God, dad would kick my ass. Oh, shut up, DB. There are some things my sis do not need to know about. God. Oh, um, I wanted to ask her about that. Hey, sis, do you know what a book nook is? Yeah, of course, you would say Hobbenard.
Here, sir. It's the box because I got the
Yeah.
instructions. But here, this is what I'm working on.
Oh, okay. Hold on, I'll show you. This is because of Toby's need to fidget. That's why he has so much Legos. But here's what Book Nook is. Yeah. Basically, it is a 3D puzzle that you or model that you put together. It lights up, plays music, whole nine. But they're called a Book Nook because they're meant to be, at the ends or in the middle of books in the bookshelf. He he absolutely loves them.
That's my second one I'm working on.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. That is actually his second one, and the first one.
First one was called Pandora's Box, and the
Yeah,
second is a
first one is Pandora's Box, and once you're able to see my front page and can see, I think it's like 2 or 3 videos, you'll see the tapestry. But the same woman who did that tapestry, he gave his very first book nook to. Now, one of our people by the name of Spaghetti Tacos, I am so well loved, sis, that she sent a book nook to our P.O. box just for Toby. And they are not cheap.
no, they're not.
So,
They're like 40, $50 at least.
yeah, they're expensive, but she took the time because my crew really loves Toby. They absolutely adore him. So, she sent one to our P.O. box.
Okay,
No, it's all right.
sharp pain.
No. Well, it's gonna be.
You're shoulder just popped.
Yeah, my shoulder just popped out. Ow. Oh, dear gods, that hurt. Sorry, sis, it's part of my Marfans. My shoulder and joints have been starting to pop out like my hip. Oh, that hurt. Oh, and by the way, guys, remember I say I know. No, it went back in. It honestly did. It doesn't stay popped out long. Now there is a syndrome that is part of Marfan's that is now been identified. It's called Andlos Down something syndrome. It is literally where my ligaments, and they're finding more and more people with it. The ligaments have gotten so loose that, yeah, the shoulder pops out. I've had my hip pop out on my right side leg a few times, but my my freaking
Shoulder.
the ligaments have gotten so loose that they are popping out now. Oh god, that hurt. Oh, Toby wanted to show it off. Yeah, it's a small. Oh, and I felt that through two hard ciders.
You want me to get the third one?
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to. I was gonna go smoke, but now I don't want to move. It may be a little hard to open, but you'll need the can opener. You'll know which part. And thank you, love. Toby wants to make oh, Bernard, we don't have anything stronger, but the hard cider is 12% alcohol or 12.5. Um oh, Matt said show it again. He missed it the first time. It's a small bookshelf. Hold on, he'll get it. Ah, you were able to get it. Thank you so much, love.
Yep. Well, you still got some in here too.
Oh, I do? Okay.
Not much, but
Yeah. One last, like half swallow. Hold on, he's getting it. You know what's strange, sis? Is I never drank until long after my open heart surgery. Otherwise, the only time I drank was religiously, i.e., every Sunday at Mass.
there's this Harry Potter Slytherin Commons.
That's his Harry Potter Slytherin common room, and then he'll get the other. Because of the way my mic is, it's a whole lot less sensitive. So I have to actually talk into it. It's less sensitive. It's called a dynamic rather than a condenser, which is basically what I have on my tablet, guys, where you can hear everything. I am so much happier that you can't. Here, let me show them. It is quite literally, it's a full bookshelf, guys.
Yeah, it's one of my pieces. Here's another one.
Oh,
This is the file cabinet one.
yeah. As Toby said, this is the file cabinet. The first one was a, um, yeah,
So I'm working on it.
yeah, he's working. Oh, yeah. Matt, you should look up Book Nooks. See, it is literally a 3D puzzle that you have to really know what you're doing to put it all together.
Look on Amazon.com.
Hold on. You need to look.
Look in Amazon.com, Etsy, ETSY.com, and eBay.
Yeah. Can I show them one of the just things that you haven't cut out yet? One of the cardboard things. It is literally, guys, it is solid wood. Okay. It is not plastic. It is not plyboard. It is wood.
Gotta go to the bathroom.
All right. Now I get to show a few things off. This is each one of those pieces has to be popped out and sanded. And if you want to talk about hyper detail, it is literally hyper detail. And like I said, this is solid wood. This is not just balsa wood. And yeah, I know. The mic drops out because it's a dynamic. It doesn't pick up anything. Oh, it was on your end. Anyway, these are so hyper detailed, and he has to cut them out. Then he sands the pieces. He adds whatever is supposed to be put on them, like this.
Here's a couple more little things I made.
Oh, here's a couple more things he made.
They're
Oh,
just little boxes with
they're
books in
little
them.
boxes with books in them. But anyway, what he has to do is some of these wood pieces, he has to apply these like stickers to before he puts them in. So, yeah, it is hyper detailed. And I am always going to brag about him. 21 years together, he is still the most amazing human being. Please. Of course, I'm going to brag about him. I challenge anybody to find anyone as wonderful as my husband.
That satisfies my creativity, my OCD.
As he put it, it satisfies his creativity and his OCD.
So I still got other stuff I can switch to.
Yeah. Sis, anytime, like I said, see the pinned video of me in a like Hawaiian shirt, and it has all of Toby's like Legos at the time, Lego Star Wars. But it's one of those things that, man, 21 years together, and I still want to know where the time goes. And yes, I will always sing my man's praises. You kidding me? Yes, it's been 21 years. It was 21 years on the 30th of last month.
No, that would be April 30th, May 1st.
Yeah, the 30th of last month.
No, this is July. This
Oh,
is June.
okay,
No,
sorry. The 30th of May,
no, 30th of April.
30th of April. You know, Toby can remember these things. I can't. I'm such the man. Jeez. Women always remember this stuff. I have no clue.
Yeah.
You can't hear anything now? Really? Yeah, it must be your signal, Bernard. It save your phone. As I say, it's your data plan. Save your phone. It's take care of yourself first, as always. I always expect you guys take care of yourselves first. Yeah. And sis, I really honestly hope that you find someone that's as amazing for you as Toby is for me. By the way, does dad still have an issue with the thought of you dating?
Oh God.
Because I know what gauge the shotgun is by the door.
Does he still have that?
Oh, yeah. Dad does not get rid of weapons. That 12 gauge is always going to be by the door. There is no way until she is married, it's always going to be there. Oh, he finally calmed down? Yay! Good.
Was that before or after you moved back in?
Probably by the time she moved back in, because she said they're back to being friends. I swear, sis, honestly, you went through the same thing. He did it with our other siblings. He did not trust men around his daughters. He really did not trust men around his gay son. Oh, God, the things he would put my boyfriends through. 20 questions doesn't begin. Dad actually took and was cleaning a Glock 45 the one time I brought a boyfriend home. Okay, he literally had it in pieces, was cleaning it, put it together with every question he asked him. Oh my God, Jason could not get out of the house fast enough. God. Oh, ever since COVID. By the way, our parents and you made it through COVID okay, right? Because Toby and I didn't have a problem, and none of my other family had a problem. But yeah.
Oh, we got sick.
Yeah, but we had already gotten the immunization, so we were good, even
Yeah,
when we
we
got
spent
sick.
that one winter for a week.
Oh, yeah. So, Jesse, sis, it is not just you. No matter what he may have put boyfriends through, trust me, it is nothing compared to what he put my boyfriends through. Because dad was not nearly as mellow and as laid back as he is now. I mean, come on, the man was still spit and polished military shine. Everything had a place for everything, and God help you if something was out of place. You got to grow up with the softer, gentler person that the rest of us had to survive. Well, I'm glad that mom kept you safe. Your mom was really, but come on, your mom is a hazmat person. I mean, I remember some of the calls that she got called out on. Okay. She knows hazmat inside and out. There were a couple of jobs where nobody could even start cleanup until she was there. I mean, there was one that this isn't a security issue, but or security clearance. There was one time when your mom, somebody was an idiot, did not cover something. She got two drops, two little drops on her hand, and dad sat on the front porch with her as her entire body shook because whatever those chemicals were, she never released what they were, but just those two small drops from when the guy dropped the bucket without the lid on it had her shaking. Literally, her entire body was having issues for 48 hours. And dad was there with her every single step of the way. It's probably why I love you so much, love. Well, come on. Not everybody can have my dad. Not everybody can have a you.
Mm-hmm.
You are in a lot of ways just like dad,
Well,
as
yeah.
far as loyalty and love.
Well, yeah.
Wait a second.
That's why I got you.
Sis, you never knew about that?
Maybe,
Oh,
maybe
wait.
she doesn't know.
That actually may have been before you were born.
Mm-hmm.
Or just after. No, it had to have been before you were born because your mom stopped doing hazmat stuff the moment she found out she was pregnant with you. She was not about to endanger you. So she got out of, she was licensed by the state, by the federal government, whole nine yards. But she wasn't going to risk you, so she gave it all up. I think that was, let's see, she got that sick. She was shaking. I remember because dad called me and was worried and wanted me up there. It was probably about 3 months and maybe five jobs bef- after that she found out she was pregnant with you. Yeah, the car accident doesn't even begin to cover everything else. Um, See, the car accident, yeah, it has a scar, but the chemical reaction was, oh God, please tell me they did not tell you that was a car accident. Be Well, no, it may not have been so bad as the scar. I take that back. The scars maybe, unless this, it looks like perfect circle drops, it was from a car accident. Otherwise, it is from the accident I just told you about. By the way, let's see. There are only two people in the room. Oh my god. I'm trying to find out who all is here. Who is all here trying to find out more information about me? Oh, come on, people. Who all is here? Alright, sound off, guys.
Cool.
Alright, it's you and Bernard. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Bernard, just so you know, y- okay, because you two are still here, Matt and Bernard, um, anything we discuss on YouTube, we will never bring up on TikTok. To give you an idea, okay, yes, I did. I posted a video on TikTok, two of them, just after I got on, letting everybody know I was here. Okay. God, it's good I've had a few hard ciders. My dad had the security clearance of, to the point that my siblings all learned that if dad was distracted with computers or just distracted, we could always ask him a question. I came home back in, I want to say 1989, 1988. There was a thing called Revell models, okay? Aircraft models. Revell had a way of knowing certain aircraft before they were ever declassified. I mean, go and take a look at what their model was of the B-2 before it ever came out. Anyway, there was a MiG 35. Okay. It was a Russian stealth aircraft. I brought it home in a box. My dad was playing a game on his Apple IIc, 2E, something. It was an Apple, but I think it was the Apple IIc. I came in all excited, going, Dad, did you know the Russians had a stealth fighter? To which he said, Yeah, we shot it down over Germany, 1986, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, Wait a second, what? And then he stopped and pulled away his attention away, going, I didn't say anything. What is that you have there? And I showed it to him. He went, Wow, it would be interesting if the Russians had ever had a, you know, MiG stealth fighter. And us kids learned that there were certain things you could ask Dad when he was distracted that you couldn't otherwise ask him. Dad has certain rewards that you can't get unless you were ever stationed in a combat zone. My dad could never tell us about his time in, say, Korea.
Was it Korea or Vietnam?
No, it was Korea. He's not old enough to be Vietnam era.
No, Vietnam came after Korea.
Right. But he was still in high school, and Korea technically ended at 72, and he was all of 18, maybe. He didn't get there. He had to patrol the armistice line in Korea and has a certain couple of medals that you cannot have unless you were shot at in a war zone. He doesn't have a Purple Heart. But the other thing was, well, Dad was in certain areas well past Alaska where they were tasked of keeping a eye on certain Russian bombers with red stars on the tail that he had to call in. So yeah, there were years we did not see Dad. There are parts of my dad's um well military file that to this day are still redacted. Go figure. So yeah, us kids learned when to call my or ask my dad stuff because when he was hyper focused on like MacGyver episodes, programming computers, thank you 356 motherboards or 486 motherboards and colored monitors, my dad knew how to program everything. You could ask him mid programming, and it didn't matter if it was DOS or what have you. He would tell you whatever he knew, and then he wouldn't remember it afterwards when you actually got his attention. Oh, welcome to my life with my dad. Love the man, but yeah. Yeah, Matt, to give you an idea, one of my uncles, and I don't know, Xavier, if you know this particular uncle, because dad is not close to his family at all, but our uncle, Lou, actually is on the credits for the very last um copyrighted version of DOS. I think it was DOS 6.1.
Was the one that Uncle Luke worked on?
Yeah, that Uncle Lou worked on. Uncle Lou
One too.
has been involved in the programming of some things that, well, have you ever seen the movie Aliens? And yes, DOS, their last official version of DOS
Official.
is 6.1. Okay. Yeah. He got the credit because he was one of the major people on DOS. Okay. Yes, you've seen them all. To give you an idea, our uncle was the brainchild and programmer. Be You know how they could see in real time the camera helmets of the military in the movie Aliens, as well as all of the heart rate and everything else? Yeah, our uncle was the person who programmed a lot of that for our actual military in 1997. I even know what base he was at in 1997 because he had to be there in 1998 as they took and tested what is now considered old tech. He did all the programming for it. And well, I don't know that he's involved in drones, but there is a reason why I haven't talked to the man in the last 20 years, or I think 15 years. He still has a security clearance up the yin yang, and well, there are times, yeah, Uncle Lou.
He's in. He moved back down to Aurora,
Right.
and that's all I heard.
Yeah, Aurora back then. Um, I
No, he's still there, I think.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah,
But
because
yes, when it comes to my family or my sisters and my family, um, I don't know if you remember seeing the picture. Somebody asked me about one time as to hold the phone. Just wait. Got it.
which one?
That one.
Oh, that one.
The security. Thankfully, the security clearances have now lapsed. All right. Oh, shut up. You see this? All right. This is George. I'm not going to say his middle name, Forbes. Okay. George here did was a test pilot and built the computer systems for the shuttle. What I discovered, because my brother still has his actual, military jacket, is that he had full PhDs in ABC warfare. What ABC warfare stood for was atomic, biological, yeah, chemical, biological, and atomic warfare. So, yeah, one thing that my grandmother told me, and that he had also told me, is that there is a year and a half that she had to be in LA, I think, and he was in Nevada. And the only other thing I know is that my grandfather here um was really good at, how do I put this? You give him a piece of technology and he could take and deconstruct it to the point oh, how do I put that? I forget the term. You take a piece of technology and you take it
Deconstruct and,
apart.
and reproduce it.
Yes,
Something like
deconstruct
those.
and reproduce. Well, during that year and a half, apparently he deconstructed and reproduced a piece of equipment that was sort of like a gyroscope, but the only way it could exist is in space. That's the only thing I know. And my brother, who still has his full jacket, has not disclosed to me everything in that military file of his, what we used to call a military jacket. So, yeah, there was a reason why he was a test pilot, and he made enough money that my grandparents had a 6 bedroom, 3 bath house in Northridge, California, which is not cheap to live in. Yeah, I know. It Yeah, but Matt, we don't take a whole lot of credit. That's the difference. Is that the only reason you're hearing about this is one, I'm finally under pain control, but those who actually have these type of credentials, this type of intelligence, we don't talk about it. Look at how much it took for me to even discuss demonology, possession, the things I had to deal with as a minister. Falls under the same thing, operational security. And my dad is just as smart. Ask my sister. She can tell you my dad is a genius. He's a bit of a hermit and, well, eccentric, but my dad, our dad, is a certifiable genius. There's just a reason why I don't visit him much. He doesn't do peopling very well.
Who?
Dad,
Oh,
he has
yeah.
like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He likes to argue, but he doesn't do people well.
Yeah. He likes his 2 sons, or as he calls it, his son, the father.
Well,
But,
he likes me too.
well, yeah, he adores you because you have been so attentive to me. And he does credit you with being the reason I'm still alive.
Hmm.
Um, but yes, he doesn't go out. He doesn't like people. I mean, he will sit absorbed in a book or a program. If you even try to introduce him to somebody new, he will look up and growl because you are in his territory. All of those people that try to say that they are alpha males, they don't hold a candle to our dad and Toby. They are territorial without being assholes. They won't say they're alphas, but heaven forbid you attack the person they love, and especially their children. You will not survive the experience. Period.
Amen.
And I really love them both for it. Yeah, I know. Dad's a hermit. So is Toby, you know? Congrats, I married Dad. He just doesn't have the red hair. Shut it,
No,
DB.
I got urban hair.
Oh, God.
Urban, dear, urban. Or Auburn. Auburn.
Now, sis, just so you know, these are subjects I normally would never discuss, especially not on TikTok, only because of the fact that, well, We are on YouTube. I set the parameters so that only those who know me personally on TikTok can make it into the room. It's safe. The rest of the time, the guys know I have to be what, 3 glasses into 80, 90 proof, 40% alcohol before I ever discuss this. At least here on YouTube, it's a bit easier and a bit more safe. But even my sister could tell you there's a lot that we just don't talk about. The dad has probably never told her. By the way, sound off. Who all's here?
Well,
Because it's only saying 3 people. Bug! Uh, Bud Penguin, who are you? Uh, if you're from TikTok, let me know who you are so that this way I know. Wish I knew how to. I used to be able to just click and get profiles, but I have no idea. Oh, dear God. Sigh. I don't need to know coding. That's a dad thing. No, I got banned because of the fact that I'm gay. Literally. There is someone from Nigeria who saw Toby, my husband, right behind me, got upset when they figured out that he was my husband, said, "Oh, I go," left the room, and then got me banned by mass reporting, and then turned around and, well, hit me with a lot of Bible verses. And Thug, who are you from TikTok? Because I'm keeping an eye. Who are you? And Matt, good catch. I'll be right back. As Xavier can tell you, my dad is the reason I still smoke a pipe.
if you want to smoke those, you get that jar.
Yeah, no, I get it. I actually have a couple of times.
Good. Did it put you to sleep?
Yeah, it was the only way I was able to sleep.
Okay.
When do you want me to water? Or do you want water? The car.
Oh, I'm gonna wait till sunset.
Okay. Oh,
Did you get kicked out?
no. Somebody new showed up that said that Hurricane Burl. Yeah, some of us are from Texas, like Bernard, but I'm gonna move on to other subjects, guys. And sis, don't tell Dad about this. But right now they are offering $75,000 for people of Dad's age and above to re-enlist,
Yep.
and they could show back up at the rank they had back then. So, yeah, Dad left the military because of the fact that they came out with red cards. And if you don't know this, sis, and are you still here? Because I'm not going to say anything more unless she's here. Thug, you still haven't identified yourself from TikTok. Okay, you're still here. Okay. They issued red cards. You had about 3 or 4 of them a day. Okay. You could only use them against drill sergeants or drill inspectors, which our dad was. And what you would do is if you had anxiety issues and a drill sergeant got right in your face, you could pull a red card and they had to literally back off and leave you alone for 5 minutes. Our dad hated that and hated even the thought of being able to use them, so he left. Okay, so long as you recognize her from TikTok, because I really don't want any of this, open to anyone who's not from TikTok. Though they still have not given their ID. Probably not. But okay, got it. I'll take it from you. Trollbutter. Oh God. DB, you just missed out on so much information. Anyway, just to be sure, I'm going to practice what Dad used to talk about, which is operational security or OPSEC. So we're going to change topics a bit. Yeah, DB, you really did. I went into my family background a lot. Hold on, stand by. Alright, da, 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 da. There's that. There's this. Mm.
Huh?
Um, just know that we're going to change a few things. Stand by.
What's going on?
Um,
You got somebody who's not supposed to be there?
yeah. The Penguin has all of one followers, one follow, and zero comments, zero likes.
Okay. So how do we deal with them?
It's all right. Let's see. Thug. Sorry, but uh, guys, bounce them now. Only because Thug Penguin, while being a friend, only has one follower, one follow, and zero likes. I'm not going to. I'm not gonna risk OPSEC for these guys. Thank you. Sorry, sis, but oh yes, check this out.
Desk?
Oh, desk. It almost looks like a fireplace, but yeah. To give you an idea, it is so 3D intensive. Oh, oh
Another
my
chair.
god. Look at this, guys. Check it out. It's a full chair. God. Yeah. Um thank you guys, but I'm not willing to risk the safety of my dad and everything else on someone who has quite literally they have one follower and zero likes on TikTok. Not about to have such a person here. Oh. Yeah, hold on.
What?
Will you be live or is the seat? Oh, 803, it's 824. Hey. Now come and hang out. Spaghetti Tacos just DM me and just wanted to make sure that well, I was still on or wanted to check and see how bad the temp was. Yeah, Bernard, it's all right, but anyone who is comes into our room in TikTok, as far as I'm concerned, they have to, especially with my sister here, they have to give us their ID
Well, if they come
the,
into you,
on TikTok.
if they come into your YouTube, they have to give you your ID. Their ID.
That's what I mean. If they come into my YouTube, they have to give us our TikTok ID. Otherwise, they get bounced. My sister's here. I am not about to risk her.
Or us for that matter.
Oh my god, got it. All right. Let's see. Dink, dink. Dee, 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 dee. Uh, Sorry, but my sister matters more. Report. Report. Hide user. I'm still not sure, guys, as to whether or not I know you put her in timeout or them in timeout. I don't know if we can actually boot the person, but I did the best I can. I'm just not willing to deal with them because, well, as I said, my sister's security matters a great deal. Oh, ooh, remove. Thank you. I just found that out. Remove user. Alright, looks like I have it. To subscriptions only and prevent them from. Got it. Thank you, DB. Hey, sis, you still here?
No.
Oh, come on.
Where we going?
Yes. Alright. Oh, hush. Toby's like, nah, where are we going? Alright, so now that I have booted said person, I will make sure to add extra protections because, well, my sister matters. Now, as I was saying, you know how they talk about Gen X versus Gen Z? My mom, I think, if I remember right, is Boomer, and my dad is Boomer because I was born in 74. But now, like I said, it was either the millennials or Gen Z. They had these red cards that you had 3 or 4 of them a day, that if the drill instructor, drill sergeant hit your, well, what do they call it? Trigger points? Triggered you. You
This was
could,
after the 80s and well into the 90s,
oh
wasn't it?
yeah, well in past the 80s. You could hold up one card, the drill instructor got to take it, but they had to leave you alone for a minimum of 5 minutes, which meant, unlike me, if they got literally, and dad did this, he would get nose to nose with me and yell. They had to back off and leave you completely alone for 5 minutes. Yes, DB, do so. Justin, who are you via TikTok? Sorry, but we have a few people causing problems, so I need the extra security. Who are you from my TikToks or TikTok Live? Oh, Finman! Yay! Thank you for being here, Finman. Just so you know, my kid sister is here, the youngest of all of us. And let's see. Yep, moderator turned to subscribers only. Yep. Make sure, I think Finman is a subscriber, but I'm not sure. I want to make sure. Because, sis, you matter. You know, I want to make sure. So, Finman, are you still here? Okay. Yes, on TikTok and on YouTube. Thank you. We had somebody show up who we couldn't identify and refused to give us any information on themselves. When I checked them on TikTok, they had one follow, one following, and zero likes. So I'm being extra protective because, well, like I said, my kid's sister is on here. Sort of like, my Aunt Laura from Laura Cats. Not going to risk them. So, what was I just talking about? Oh, yeah, stress cards. Oh my God, they pissed Dad off. And trust me, Xavier, one of these days, sis, is that you can ask him about me locking up at full attention and then what Dad would call a wall in my eyes where I would just blank out because he would literally stand nose to nose with me if so much as my bed did not meet a drill instructor standard or drill sergeant standard, which meant back then if you did not have your bed so that they could bounce a quarter off it, oh my God. Ask Dad sometimes about the white glove test. He didn't do it every time, but there were times, and you never knew when, he would show up with white gloves. And not only would he take that glove across your desk, he would go under the lip of the desk where your like drawer pulled out from. And well, if that glove came across anywhere near Dusty, God help you. Because, well, he wouldn't. Like I said, Dad has mellowed in his old age. And Finman, it's really good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Yeah. Yeah. Finman, um, Seahawk sis. One of the things I want to make sure is that the people here are the same people from my lives. And the people I love and trust on TikTok. But Finman, Seahawk is literally my kid sister. She's the last born of my dad. And even though, yes, I'm drinking Angry Orchard, I'm not about to go into subjects that you do. Sis, he's a ghost chaser. Not gonna go into it with her here. Okay? Yep, he's from TikTok. Trust me, Finman is a solid person. He's one of my mods, sis, so and I don't just pick mods lightly. Oh, okay. Got it, Finman. You're enough of a ghost chaser that how should I put this? You picked my mind, as you should have, for my knowledge. I just don't want to bring it up while my sis is here. Okay. Yes, you can, DB. The only thing you cannot do on YouTube is because there's not trolls. You can drink as long as you're not getting combatively drunk, and you can't have sex, of course, but you can't play music. So while on TikTok, I may just want to vibe, hang out, everything else. you cannot play music here. Now, thankfully, DB reset the uh, what was it you said? You reset the authorizations to only those who are subscribers or people I already knew, basically. And but yeah, Finman is one of my mods on TikTok. Yeah, I do anything for my sis. She's one of the only family members me and my husband can stand. Oh my god. But yeah, sis, I don't want dad to go back in the military. One, because, well, his age, but two, is that I don't know what the frack the Department of Defense was thinking. But if anyone is the epitome of old age and treachery beats youth and skill, it would be dad. They want to pay 7,500, sorry, not thousand, but $100 for senior citizens to re up. And they somehow think that these people, male and female, are going to just obey operational orders at the drop of the hat. Come on. Malicious compliance is something that is woven into our dad's name. If he can do it, if they can do it, they will. Oh, hey, Pure Fresh. Oh, don't worry about Pure Fresh. I needed to take the break and shut up, DB. I needed to get off at the time. Shut up, DB. Remember, my sister's here. I want her to be a virgin till the day she dies. Oh, I know. Oh, God, I know.
You walked into that one, Steph. I'm sorry.
Toby is like laughing his ass off at the moment.
You walked into that one.
God. I know, but at least I'm not dad. You know, she can have a boyfriend, she can be less than pure. At least, unlike dad, I don't have a shotgun or a Glock by the door. Hush. They don't need to know that information.
I watch him, sis.
Oh God, Toby just said I'd watch him, sis. Hey, we're talking about you here. Of course I'd do anything to protect you. Ooh, y- Finman, you want to join the Navy? All right, hold on. I, Finman, I want you to think about this, okay? And by the way, Finman, Seahawk is my sister, just so you know. However, when it comes to the military, okay, make sure your knee can handle it. Make sure you are okay with being at sea because there is no way anyone in the Navy can handle being landlocked that you will be put to sea. And yes, Air Force is fine. The common wisdom is this: if you want to go from the Air Force to the Army, you don't have to redo basic. If you want to go from the Air Force to any thing other than Army, you have to redo basic, especially for the Marine Corps. If you want to, say, go Army to Navy, you don't have to redo basic. But right now, Finman, I will be honest, they are hurting so much in their recruitment numbers. You can pick any branch and they will take you. I mean, they are so desperate for people that they are literally hiring and giving a 7,500 to maybe 75,000, I'm not sure which, bonus for signing up if you are eh, 60 and older. Okay. So basically, Finman, you can write your own ticket. One thing I will tell you that my dad taught me, if you want to go into the military, make sure, say you want to do drone operation. Okay. In other words, be a remote controlled drone operator. Literally make sure that you have it in writing. Even in this day and age, if the recruiter writes it down and signs at the bottom line, the military, whatever branch, has to honor that. Otherwise, they will take you and stick you wherever they feel they need you. And to hell with whatever the drill instructor or the recruiter told you. You have to have it in writing with that particular recruiter's name at the bottom. Basically, consider it a contract that this is the only MOS that you are accepting and that you are being, uh, what is it? You are being welcomed into the service to do. And that is it. You're being taken in to do just that MOS. And for God's sake, Femmen, if you don't know, just so you know, if you don't know what an MOS is, go through and study them because you do not want to end up as a 31 Bravo, which is a grunt. Find out which area of the military you want to be in and make sure that that recruiter writes it in that this is the only MOS you will accept and the only MOS that they are allowed to put you in. Sorry, I went off on a tangent. Air Force is cool. It doesn't compare to the Marine Corps. Air Force. Yeah, right. Yeah, join the Air Force if you want a cushy job. I'm still knucklehead. That would figure you would call me a knucklehead. Jeez. Seasickness, cramped spaces. So not talking about cramps in you, sis. Okay. Sounds like Finman, you'll be fine. Okay. Here's the thing. Do not accept their word that you're going to be inactive reserve. They are desperate to the point that they are giving huge sign up bonuses for the shut up, sis, elderly. Literally 55 and up. They are that desperate. So you may not end up as reserve or inactive as you wish to be. So make sure that the recruiter signs in literally what your MOS is to be. That way, if they activate you for any reason, and yes, there are people right now who are 11 to 15 years out of active service who have already gotten their reactivation notices. I do keep an eye on some of this. They have gotten their reactivation orders. So do the best you can, but mostly because, well, you're Finman. I love you. I want to make sure you get the best deal possible. Oh God, why some people names blue with their inches? I'm afraid to ask. Oh God, the you guys do not understand how dangerous the Canadians are. Okay, if there is an actual law in the whole Geneva Convention, it is because from World War One through World War Two, Canada is the reason those Geneva Conventions were written. They may not look like it, guys, but Canada, when you piss them off, is even worse than anything the US military